Hello, my beautiful wildflowers. How are you today? Alexis here with Modesty. I hope you guys having a good week. And today I want to talk to you about KKW's new matte honey and mauve collection. I do have the collection here, so I'm going to go ahead and share with you the information I have on it and show you some swatches and then do a quick look at the end. So if you're interested, please stay tuned. Okay, my beautiful wildflowers, welcome back. I hope you guys are having a very good week or a weekend whenever you decided to watch this. And it's been pretty good here lately. And today is actually Sunday, the 21st. Yeah, the 21st of February. And so I got a little bit behind on my videoing. I mean, I have a lot of videos already created, but the problem is behind on the things that I need to show you because I have them and I have so many videos already pre-posted, so I'm gonna have to move things around so I can get things to you timely, okay? Sorry about that. But today, I do have the collection by KKW. Recent news, this is a bit gossipy, and this is not like me, but it did come through the news, so I'm thinking it's real and not so much gossip. But I do believe Kim Kardashian did file a divorce from her husband recently, and so the reason why I'm even mentioning this is because I'm really curious as to how she's gonna brand her stuff in the future, because now it's KKW, right? You know, Kardashian West. So that's her last name now. So she's just gonna say KK? So I don't know. So anyway, you know, food for thought. So as I want to go ahead and show you the collection actually is the mauve collection as well as mauve collection, yeah, and then the honey collection, because you can get them separately, but the complete collection comes with both the honey and the mauve. And so I'm going to start with one first. You know, I almost thought about not getting a mauve because I have so many mauve things, but I really wanted to be able to show you guys the whole collection, and so I did go ahead and purchase them. And I think the reason why I decided to purchase it is because I love her other collection and I do use it, and her palettes was my 2020's top 3 favorite palettes, eyeshadow palettes. So I said, you know what? I don't think she's changed the formula. I haven't heard anything like that. So I love her. I mean, the simplicity of her stuff that I said, you know what? I'm just going to get it because I know for a fact I'm going to use it. The problem now is that's all I'll use for a while, but that's okay because I have so many shimmers and things from Natasha Denona as well as Pat McGrath that I could use some mattes. And this is another reason I do have a gap in my mattes, because at one time all I did was get mattes and all of a sudden all I get is shimmer. So now I have a nice little balance with this collection. Yeah. So let's get started. The first thing I want to show you is this palette. It comes with the eyeshadow and it comes with the 2 blushes. It comes with 3 lip pencils in a nudie colors, and it comes with 3 lipsticks. I'm trying to get this right in my hand here. 3 lipsticks, okay? And so that's the same with the mauve. It comes with an eyeshadow palette, 2 blush palettes, 3 pencils, lip pencils, and 3 lipsticks. So let's go ahead and since I always go with the mauve first, let's go with the honey first. And also I had to consider, because I do have the Naked Honey, is it going to be similar? And I wanted to make sure it wasn't. And it's not, because this is, like I said, all mattes. And removing this. Okay, I want to go ahead and swatch these for you, but I want to show you first. And this is really small writing, and if I flip it the other way, I can't read it. So I'm going to go ahead and get my magnifying glass here and read this for you. And I'm going to start with this side here, which I think for you will be the right side, but for videoing, I think it's the left side. And so going from your right to your left, it's buzzing, honeycomb, manuka, like honey, and pollinate. That's the top row, okay? And on the bottom row, starting with this dark color here, it's called Honey Dip, More Than Honey, Humming, Sweet Nectar, and Stung. And so those are the colors. And this is the only way I can get it read for you, because Yeah, I can't see, and I'm gonna show you how tiny this is. Look at this. I mean, and it's also not written very clear. White print never comes out really good, so that's that. And so let me go ahead and swatch for you, and I will go ahead and swatch these 4 to begin with. Whoops, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm gonna see if I can get a good swatch. Oh, you know, I'll tell you, it's still the same. I mean, I always worry that they're gonna change the what do you call it, the formula, but it's still very, very creamy. And let's see, here you go. You can see that, right? I mean, it's very creamy. These two probably won't show up as much because it's like near my skin color, but let's see if it does. And I'll start with this one here, the first one. Yep, as I suspected, I cannot see it as much. Okay, here's the color here, the second color, third color. Oh, this is nice. And the last color here, which like I thought you won't be able to see, okay? So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the first 4. And the next 4 I will show you is 1, oops, 2, 3, 4, okay? Here we go. 1, oh nice. 2, okay. 3, 4, there we go. So we have, these are very nice colors, very nice mattes. They're very creamy. That's what I like about them. And then what I'll do is I'll give you the next 2 here because there's 10 shadows in a palette, okay? So this is the Sweet Nectar. This one is Stung. And so let's see if I can give you the last 2. Here's Sweet Nectar and Stung. So there it is. And there's no, as you can see, there's some similar colors. This one here and this one's a little similar, but they're pretty much all different shades. And so, you know, I don't mind them being close because especially if with my skin tone, you can see the difference, even the subtle differences. And in some skin tones, you really can't. And so, yeah, that's not bad. Okay, next are the blushes. This one here is called Honey Love, okay? And this is what it looks like. Again, there's a mirror. And here you go. And I love this color. It's so very subtle. And I'm really enjoying, I'm really going to enjoy playing with these. And, you know, the way these type of shades look good for me, at least, is when I put on like the matte foundation as well. I wouldn't use a dewy foundation with something like this, a collection like this, because it's supposed to be kind of like looking powdery, but in a nice way and very classic. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And the next one here is called Honey Pot. And here you go. And I'm going to put them side by side so you can see. And when I first looked at it, I'm like, dang, are they the same? But then it's not. There's a subtle difference. And here you go, as you can see. Okay, one is pinkier and then the other one is a little bit more browny. This one's got a pinky undertone, but it's, I don't know. I mean, in the camera it doesn't look like that different, but actually this one's got a pinkier undertone and this one is got more of a, I don't know, deeper, like a brown undertone. So yeah, in person it does look different. So yeah, it's very beautiful. I mean, I really, this one actually peachy undertone, I should say. And the other one is a pinky, but still, it's more of a beigey tone to me. Maybe because, you know, it's a honey collection. So yeah, and I'm really going to enjoy these blushes. And as far as lip pencils, not a whole lot of imagination. As you notice, they're titled Honey 1, Honey 2, and Honey 3. And so, yeah. And let's see, how do you tell the difference? Let's see. Okay, here we go. This is Honey 1, Honey 2, Honey 3. So I'm going to go ahead and let you see what the outside looks like. It looks like the one to the left is very deep. And, you know, I'm kind of glad I got this because I was really thinking about getting the Natasha Denona's liner because I don't have any nudie liners. And I was going to invest in it, but this is much cheaper actually than Natasha Denona's. And I'm hoping it's just as good because I have not, to be honest, have tried lip liners by KKW Beauty. So I hear good things. I read the, I did read reviews, and, of course there's people out there that love her or hate her, right? So it's one or the other. There's no in between. So, and I happen to, I don't look at the person. I look at her product, and I like her product. And so, yeah, so it is what it is. So let's swatch these, okay? 1, 2, and 3. Okay. You know what? Why don't I take off my watch? I just noticed I'm swatching with my watch. I sleep with it and everything, so I just don't ever take it off. Okay, this is Honey 1. And let's see. Is that going to work? Yeah. Okay, and let me see if I can just darken this up a little bit. Yeah, let me do it like this. I'm not the best swatcher in the world, you know what I mean? Okay, and this is Honey 2. Very creamy, though, I can tell you right now. I'm looking forward to using these. These are very creamy. And the thing is, though, it's not creamy to a point that I can't put some pressure on it. And because I don't like that. When I can't put pressure on it, it just kind of like the tip breaks off. Oh, I hate when that happens. That happens with a couple of... Urban Decay does that to me sometimes, even though I love their stuff. But here we go. Honey 1, Honey 2, Honey 3. So, am I focused? Yeah, there we go. And so, like I said, very creamy. I like it. I'm going to have to put it on my lips to see how much I do like it. But, I mean, I'm really, really glad that I got this. And so, yeah, that's that. I think I'm going to leave that out of the box. I'm not going to put it back. And you guys, I mean, I have such a mess. I wish I could show you. I'm trying to reorganize my room. And I bought some containers, and I bought some stuff, a cart, one of those carts with the little cups hooked on there. The problem is I got no room to put it. I mean, I only have so many square footage, right? But I'm going to have to show you once I kind of figure it out. And this is kind of crazy for me to do because we are moving this year. And so I'm like, I should have probably waited until we moved, but that's okay. It is what it is. Okay, her lipsticks come like this, okay? Honey 1, Honey 2, Honey 3. And what I like about it is it's actually see-through. And, I can see through the thing to look at the color. It's like, the whole thing I did with the MAC. I bought an extra thing, right? So, yeah, that's pretty good. And you know what? I wasn't going to swatch these because I do have some of these shades already. And, yeah, I'm going to swatch it. Okay, guys, since I'm so awkward, I gone ahead and swatched it on my arm so you guys could get a good look, okay? So here is, I'm still awkward. Here is the liner, okay? And this was 1, and this is the lipstick, 1. This is a liner, 2, and this is the lipstick, 2, and this is 3, the liner, and this is the lipstick, 3, okay? So here goes, side by side. And then the thing is, I mean, definitely the lip liners are darker, and I think that is the idea. But then again, you can mix and match these. It's nothing that says 1 has to go with 1 and 2 has to go with 2. But this is definitely interesting. I like it because I think I would mate this 2 with the 1, It's up to you. Mix and match, and this is what I love about the collection. Okay, now next is the Mauve collection. Again, same with the Honey 1. It has 1 eyeshadow, 3 lip liners, 3 lipsticks, and 2 blushes. And so let's see. And on these, the shades are going to be called, let me just hold it up. And I have to hold it up this way because otherwise it's, as I say, upside down. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to start with this color here, moving this way, okay? So here we go. First one is called Blushed Jasmine. Next one is Hazy Lavender. Then Creamy Mauve in the middle. Raindrop, and Radiant Orchid at the end. Radiant Orchid, what does that one look like? Ooh, that's nice. I love orchids, so I say, ooh, that's nice. And now on the bottom, same thing. I'm going to go from here this way, okay? And so the first one is Hyacinth. Second one, Dusty Violet. Third one, Dewdrop. Fourth one, Muted Mauve. And the last one, Boysenberry. And so, sorry about that. I hope I was in. Okay, that's that. And let's go ahead and get some swatching done. I will take the first 4 to begin with. I think I may have enough room now. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll go ahead and start low. So that way we have room. 1. And I didn't expect that to show up as much. 2. And that's the color that looks really unique in a pan. 3. And 4. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Okay, and this is the next 4. And this is the Orchid. Oh, God, I really like this color. And you know another thing too, when I swatch things, sometimes like it'll kick up in a pan. These are not doing that, which is good. I like it. Okay, so here we go. Orchid. Oh my God, look at the color. Oh. This is the second one. This is the one in the first one in the second row. Okay, and this one I didn't expect to see too much. And again, this one here. So here we go. Oh, that orchid. I'm so drawn to that one. I don't know. Maybe because it's got the name Orchid. And here's the last two. This is the second to the last, and this is the last one. This one looks kind of sort of like Orchid, but a little bit deeper. I think this one's got a more of a brown undertone. Okay, so here we go. Boom. Nice. And here we go. Yeah, it does have more of a deeper undertone. You see the two is definitely different. Looks the same in a pan though. So there you go. And I will be honest with you, a lot of times what happens with mattes is that they're way too dry and too chalky, and I'm not finding that. And I think this is a reason why I like KKW, and this is a reason why I bought their other collection. Well, not their other collection, but their palettes. And because I've had really, really good luck with it. And like I said, it was top 3 palette of 2020 for me. And then when I saw this come out, I was like, wow, okay, I got to have it. So yeah. Okay, next the blushes. The funny thing about the blushes is that the reason why I thought they were like the same color or something, or they sent me the wrong one, because in the back, if you look, there's no name. It just says blush. And I looked everywhere for the color, and I'm like, where the heck's the color? The color's not there. But the color is on the back of the container, okay? And this is the first one here, and this one is called Rose Quartz. Ooh, I even love the sound of Rose Quartz. So anyway, so so pretty, very pretty. And you know another thing too, I didn't realize I don't own many matte blushes. I think I own like one matte blush, other than a one that actually came out of my but those are old, and I need to really recycle them. In my Pro palette is the MAC one. Those things are at least 10 years old. So, but that's the only place where I have matte ones. So I'm so glad this does actually fill the gap that I have, or I had. And so this is the one in Rose Quartz. And the second one here is fuzzy pink. Oh, that means it's got big pink. Oh, it's not that pink. This is actually more muted. That's another thing. I love these muted colors. I mean, they're so, okay, there we go. Okay. Yeah, and these are so nice. Let me put it side by side for you. They look so similar though, but they do have, one has a peachy undertone definitely, and the other one has a pink undertone. Did I spit on that? Sorry. Okay. Okay, and like I said, this one is Rose Quartz, and this one is fuzzy pink. Okay, keep it with the consistency. These do say Mauve 1, Mauve 2, and Mauve 3. Okay? So, let's get them swatched. I'm so excited about these lip pencils and lipsticks. I don't know why, but I have this thing where... Okay, my camera just shut off, so that means it's giving me a 20-minute mark, saying it's been 20 minutes. So, okay, I'm moving. So, anyway, like I was saying, I have this thing where I become, like, obsessed with... certain makeup items, and it's never like all at the same time. It's like now I'm into this lip thing, right? Especially red lips. Yeah. So anyway, this is number 1, number 2, number 3. Okay, Mauve 1, Mauve 2, Mauve 3. And instead of me trying to show you when I write on my arm, I'm gonna, ooh, these are softer, sorry. Blue car. I'm going to put it on there first, so that way you guys can see it. Otherwise, I'm not very good at swatching. I do apologize for that. I need to get better at it. Okay, practice makes perfect, and I know I don't swatch a whole lot of stuff, and that's the problem. Okay, so, oh my God, I love these. I'm so glad I got them, because I don't have anything like them. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, and 3. I can't even, you guys thought I was kidding when I said I can't even draw a straight line with the ruler. I'm so not kidding. I can't. It is what it is. So that's that. And now let's put the lipstick next to them. Again, 1, 2, and 3, which is okay. You know, it doesn't need a name, you know. I mean, actually, it's easier when you say Mauve 1, Mauve 2, Mauve 3, as long as you don't come up with another collection. Okay, here we go. I got it. Okay, again, next to the liners. Dang. 1, 2, and 3. You know what? Let me do it this way. There we go. That's even better. Okay, so I really, really like this one. This one's okay too. This one may be too light for me, but maybe not with the liner. I'm going to have to really play with this and kind of figure out, you know, what works for me, because spring is coming up and this color is pretty good for spring. So let's see what happens. So, okay, that's that. Okay, guys, that's it for the swatches, but I want to do a really quick look for you, and this is going to be real quick, and I'm actually going to go ahead and put some music behind it for you, so that way I'm just getting to the most important pieces of it, and so I'll be right back.
Naughty, I'm a little bit too consumed, but every part of my body is telling me to run away from you. Come a little bit closer, yeah, yeah. Come a little bit closer, yeah. You're a little bit crazy. It's been days, but you never change. What's love got to do with it? He comes around, better knock that stuff down. Come a little bit closer, yeah, yeah. Come a little bit closer, yeah. To all my ladies who got a brother that doesn't treat them right, put your finger right in his face and tell that man bye-bye. I'm too fly, I'm too fly. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. You're a little bit selfish. You get mad every time you lose. You can't take me with you. I'm scared you're gonna blow your fuse. Come a little bit closer, yeah. I can really start over, yeah. In the back of my mind, there's someone waiting on me. You're just wasting my time because you're scared and lonely.
Okay, I'm back, guys. I'm going to go ahead and talk you through the rest of this. So what I did was I did go ahead and put down some mascara, which is my MAC mascara. And also, as far as I wanted to get a matte look, so I did use the Natasha Denona. This is a matte foundation, and this is in 40N neutral. And so that's what I did. And I did go ahead and put a little bit of bronzer on. That's about it. And then I want to go ahead and talk you through the rest, because the rest of the stuff is actually, you know, the stuff we're talking about here. And I'm going to go with the Honey Love is the shade that I'm going to go with, which is this color here. Take a look. And this is very faint. And as you notice, it's really nice, this color. It's, let's see how it shows up on camera. But it is very natural looking, actually. And it's not over the top. And the thing is, I don't mind building up my blush. I rather build up my brush than to end up like trying to back it off, because then it's really difficult. But yeah. And what I like to try to do on blushes that I don't know a whole lot about, I like to start up here. So that way, if I kind of mess this up, I could do usually hide this part of it here a lot better than I could here without disturbing my makeup underneath. So I'll go ahead and... Okay, there you go. Very subtle, very nice. I really like it. Let me see, I need to add some color a little bit underneath here, because there is definitely a line there from my bronzer. So that's that. Okay, let's take a look. And like I said, I don't mind building this up, and it's actually really nice. Oh my, this is very nice color. And it feels nice on the skin. It looks like a natural flush that you would get, you know? And so, yeah, I don't mind this. And now I want to put a little bit of highlighter on. I'll go ahead and use the Pat McGrath one that I've been loving lately. And so I'll go ahead and just easily put this on. Okay, so here we go. And, you know, highlight looks so nice on a matte look because that way, it doesn't like, I guess like get confused with all the other shiny stuff, right? So, I mean, it looks really nice when everything is matte and then you have these spots of highlight. It just really, makes the look instead of having everything shiny. So it's kind of like, you totally lose the effect of it. And so, points here and there. Yeah. And I love matte looks. I really do. Like when I go to work, totally matte look. I don't do any kind of anything crazy. And so, yeah. Okay, there we go. Oh, look how beautiful this. I don't know if the camera's capturing this light, but it's so beautiful. This highlighter. And like everything is matte, all of a sudden the cheek, when you turn the face and all of a sudden the light hits it and it's just, I mean, really nice. So, yeah. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and finish off. I'm going to use the darkest one of all of them. This is number 3, okay? And this is of course, in a honey. And this is also, okay, number 3. Okay, so this is the part where I have a problem showing you guys. So I'm going to put on the liner and then I'll just put on the lipstick in front of you because I have to look down and you totally miss it anyway. And so I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not crazy about this lip liner. And the reason why is because I thought it was, this looks just like, look at this. Would you think that this would be one of those things that you would like, yeah. No, this is one of those things that you have to sharpen. And I didn't know that. And also the way, maybe it's because I didn't sharpen it to begin with because I don't expect to get a brand new one and you have to sharpen it right away. But the point is like really receded and it's really hard to make the lines. So I don't know how that's going to end up. I'm going to go ahead and use the tip off of it. And then I'll go ahead and sharpen it later on and see if it gets better. But I don't like this. I do not like the crayons the way they are. And so, yeah, that's that. So that's the first thing that I think negatively about that. I can't compare it to like Natasha Denona because I never did buy one. But maybe I will just buy one just to kind of compare these things. But yeah, not loving the pencil at all. But, I have to give it a chance because maybe it gets better once I sharpen it. But we'll see. Okay, so let's go on with the lipstick. Here we go. Like I said, I always have problems showing you guys how to put on lipstick. I don't know if it's maybe like this is better. I'm not crazy about it. It feels drying already. This is the first time I ever used KKW lipstick and lip products. I've used eyeshadow and blush, but never the lip products. It feels dry. It really does. Kind of looks dry too, I think. What do you think? I'll have to wear it and see what happens. I gotta fix that because I kind of messed that up. Here we go. It's okay. I just put a little bit of foundation there, kind of fix it. But yeah. Yeah, so my beautiful Wildflowers. Hold on 1 minute. Let me just change out of this thing and I'll be right back. Here I am. So, let me give you my 2 cents, okay? So what do I think about this collection? And I only use the honey side of it. And I think as far as speaking about the texture and the quality of the products, I think it's going to be consistent between the shades of mauves and also the honey. And the thing about the eyeshadow, I'm not surprised, and it is excellent as I remember her other palettes being. The colors are very pigmented. Very, very easy to blend. This is a great set for beginners, actually. And as well as, there is kick up, but minimal kick up. And it's nothing like you find in like Colourpop and things like that where it kicks up really bad. And as far as fallout, no fallout at all. And I don't dust off my brush. I go directly into the pigments and then I come to my eyes directly. And I did not experience any fallout, actually. I didn't have to clean underneath like I have recently in a lot of the products that I've been using. And so as far as the quality goes, definitely, yeah, it's worth the money. Would I buy it again knowing what I know today? Yeah, absolutely. The color, even though it looks really boring, it does, but it creates such a beautiful look, and you can create so many different looks with this. You can go bold with it if you want to go a lot smokier, and the colors that I was going after is a little more subtle, a little more like work-like, but at the end of the night, if I want to take this, I can deepen it up using shades like this. That's in the palette, and actually just take this a notch up, right? And so as far as, yeah, and I'm supposed to be using a criteria. So the first thing is it cohesive? The color cohesiveness. Absolutely, very cohesive. And then you can use it, like I said, in a multitude of ways. And so that gets a full, definitely Wildflower. And then a second piece is the quality of it. Is there a kick up? Is there a fallout? Is it blendable? Yes, very blendable. Kick up, very minimal. Fallout, I had none. Okay, so it gets a full. Yep. And then the next one is as far as, is there any pigments that is harmful to the eyes? And I looked at that and there isn't. And so that gets a full Wildflower as well. I mean, all around, this is a beautiful, usable palette. And number 4, what was number 4? I know number 5 is price point, and let's go with the price point. I think this has got a pretty good price point. I believe if you just get the one palette, I believe is $45. And the whole collection with everything together ended up being, I believe, $320. But that is hugely discounted from buying piece by piece by piece, because it would have been a lot more. And so definitely, I mean, not the cheapest. It's not like Colourpop, but the quality and craftsmanship on this palette is much higher, and I don't mind paying the $45. So it's still considered not, not drugstore, but it is still in the high-end price range, but mid-high-end, not like high-end, but in a mid-range. So I'm going to go ahead and give that a Wildflower. Oh, and then I remember what number 4 is. Is this for like special occasions? Can I just use this on Halloween and then that's it and I have to put it away, or use it just at Christmas time and put it away, or can I use it anytime? Full Wildflower for that. You can use this anytime, and you can use it anywhere. You can use it on vacation. You can use it on date night, make it smoky. You can use it for work. Like the look that I gave today is like work appropriate. And so definitely, so I have to say, I was already biased to begin with, but I'm going to give it 5 Wildflowers, but because this palette is excellent. I love this palette, and it's just so fun to use, when you don't have to struggle, when you don't have to really fight for those colors, the pigments. It's so nice and it's so pleasurable to use it. And every time, that's been my experience in the past with KKW eyeshadows, is that I've never had any problems with it. So yeah, I know some people hate it. Some people love it. Like I said, there's usually nothing in between. So yeah, definitely 5 Wildflowers, goodbye, and I would definitely rebuy it if I had the opportunity. Okay, and as far as the blushes go, I love this blush. This blush is so subtle, but yet the pigments are beautiful, and it's one that you don't have to worry about putting too much down. It's buildable. I love that. I mean, some people just want pigment, boom, soon as they go in. I don't. I like to be able to put it on a little bit and say, okay, is this, okay, no, let's go a little bit deeper, because that gives me, ability to, when I go to work, I don't want to have, popping cheeks. I want to have something subtle, something that looks like I just came out of the cold and I'm blushing. That's what I'm after. And with this palette, cheek palette, you can do that, and I like the versatility of it. And the only thing I would probably ask for improvement is that the shades are similar between the mauve and the honey. And if I were to change anything, I probably would go a little bit deeper in the honey collection, and I think the mauve one is fine as it is, but yeah, a little bit deeper. And I think these cheek colors would not work for every skin tone. It is a little bit light. So yeah, that's the only feedback I have about it. But for myself, in my skin tone, and also somebody like maybe in a medium, a fair to medium, I think these will work perfectly fine. And like I said, it's buildable. I love it. Would I purchase this again? Yeah, I would. I would, even if it was just a separate one. You know, I really like their product as far as these eyeshadows and cheek stuff go. Okay, but having said that, however, the lip liner here, I was a little disappointed. I thought it was one of those that you just kind of like, you know, roll up, because that's the way it looks to me. But apparently it's the one you sharpen, but it's the plastic ones you got to sharpen. And to be honest with you, in the past, I've had some problems with those where, I don't know if it was my sharpener, but I do have brand new sharpeners now because I get a sharpener for each eyeshadow and each lip liner from Pat McGrath. So I have like a whole drawer full of them. I'll use that and try it and see when it's time to do that. But yeah, I would rather have the pencil, if it's wood, the wood type of pencil. I love it. That's fine. It's okay. It's not the fact that I need to have it, the roll up type, but I mean, I just don't like this plastic type of, this plastic type of sharpening things, because I don't know. I haven't had really good luck with that, but I'll have to get back to you on that when I do sharpen it. And also, as far as the lipstick, it went on really dry. It felt really dry, but having it on now for the last 10 minutes, it feels different. That's really weird. I've never had lipstick where you put it on, it feels really dry, and all of a sudden it's starting to feel like moisture's coming out of it. It's usually the other way around. Usually it's you put it on, it feels nice and moisture, and by the time, an hour goes by, you feel like your lips are, all of the fluid's gone. But that's weird, okay? I don't know how that happened. I don't know. Maybe I was, maybe because of the pencil. I have no idea. But I have to get back to you on this because I want to be fair. And now that I'm like, And thing is, it's not like, look, you can't see the lines like you could usually in a matte lipstick. You see what I mean? So it is starting to feel a little bit more moist than it initially did. So how that happened, I don't know. I'll have to try to figure that out. But yeah, so overall, still, the jury is still out on this one. Like I said, I'll have to give it a chance and see what happens in the next hour. And that's that. But as far as the eyeshadow, definitely 5 Wildflowers. And this one here, if I were to give the Wildflowers, I will give it like 4.5. Only because the shades are so similar. But the quality and everything else, don't change it. It's good. Okay. And I guess that's it, my beautiful Wildflowers. I hope I added value. And if so, please give me a like. And those of you, if you haven't subscribed yet, I do ask that you consider it. And when you do, please ring that bell so you know every time I upload a video. So, my beautiful Wildflowers, I hope you guys have a good day, good evening, good night, good weekend, good week, whenever you're watching this. Regardless, but always remember, never sweat the small stuff. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.